Inspirators, it's Inspiring Vanessa here, and today I am back with another amazing interview, and I am joined with the amazing DEXTER SIMMS. Thank you so much for being here on this interview, and I have a couple of questions to ask DEXTER about what this whole brand and what this whole clothing brand is about. And I'm currently actually wearing one of the jumpsuits from MULA clothing. So can you tell me a little bit about this piece before we get into the questions?
Well, this piece is a very special piece because, you know, I had a lot of ladies saying that they want a tracksuit that fits them and a tracksuit that's more trendy, because, you know, a lot of girls sometimes don't like wearing tracksuits as much as boys. So I tried to make sure that it's a little bit more trendy for them, a little bit more ripped and a little bit more fitted, so they don't actually look like they're wearing a boy's tracksuit. So yeah, that was the inspiration behind that.
Very good idea. So my first question for you, DEXTER, is why are you so passionate about the clothing industry? Like, why did you choose clothing over like the other industries in business?
I think that's a really funny question, because only reason why is because I didn't actually choose clothing for any particular reason. My reasoning behind being an entrepreneur is mainly because I know that the youth of today, they only listen to what they call or classify as celebrity figures. So I knew that the only way I can get my message across to the youth, which I am now starting to spread, was through being an entrepreneur. So I knew once I owned a business and I become a public figure slash famous slash celebrity person, they would tend to listen to me more. So clothing was an industry that I understood that it makes the same amount of money as lots of other businesses, and it gives you the freedom to be creative and wear your own clothes, as we are right now. And I know that it's a form of, it's tangible to the youth, they can see it. So, you know, some people are famous via stocks and shares, but you know, you can't see the stocks and shares going up and down, you know what I mean? Or other businesses, but clothing, they can actually wear it, they can feel it, they can see somebody else who they're inspired by in it, and that will make them want to be interested in our clothing a lot more.
Awesome. Next question for you is, what inspired you to create MULA clothing?
At the time was when I was starting to do clothing, I noticed that a lot of people who was doing clothing was doing lots of demonic clothing. You know, like clothing that has skulls on it or demonic features, things that I don't think is suitable for children. And as I grew up on brands like Benetton and Gap, and I saw that they was kind of going downhill in the urban kind of world, or in the world that, you know, they're not really the in thing for a lot of the youngsters to be wearing, I knew that there was a hole in the market. So I knew that creating a happy brand and a colourful brand, what stands out and brings out people's, what do you call it, brings out their characters. That's what made me say, yeah, MULA cake, MULA meaning money, cake is cake, everybody loves money, everybody loves cake.
It's actually quite a coincidence, because my next question was actually like, what was the meaning behind of the name MULA cake, and you just explained it.
Exactly.
So like, great minds think alike.
Exactly, people. So like I said, MULA means money, cake is cake. It makes everybody in the world smile. If it's not money, it's cake. And everywhere you go around the world, they know cake because everybody has a birthday, and they know MULA and they know money. So there it goes.
And the last, I think the most important question to most of the inspirators who are watching this video is, what was the biggest step you took to actually launching MULA cake and actually making people know about it and make people know about you, first of all?
Interesting question, because I find it is split into two. So if we start by saying what I thought MULA cake would be when I launched it, or what was my initial steps towards it. Interesting story. I ran an entertainment company for 10 years, which is called Inspirators Entertainment, which is the industry in the streets. And from that, I used to print up our company logo on t-shirts and stuff. And I realized that the interest that it was bringing to people, that they like the brand and they like logo, that I thought, okay, there's a lot of interest in clothing now. So I created a logo behind the scenes, kept it for a little while, kept it quiet. But then while I was doing the entertainment company, I started meeting lots of the high-profile celebrities, like Ja Rule, or Freeway, or Rick Ross. So when I was doing that, something sprang to mind, as us entrepreneurs do, is that I might not get this chance again, and I haven't actually launched my clothing yet. So the answer to your question is what the initial first step was. I decided to print 2 jackets to wear whilst I was around these celebrities. So therefore, when you go back in history and you see on YouTube that I launched 5 years ago, you can then go back to 7 years and see me actually wear a MULA cape while I was with the celebrities. So it's kind of like a foresight. I actually foresaw that it was going to happen. So I pushed it and took that step.
That's absolutely incredible. And if any of like the young inspirators here might like want to learn more about this clothing brand, or maybe where they can maybe get some of these tracksuits or get some of the jumpers or get some of the t-shirts that you do sell here in the MULA Cake shop, then what's your website? Where can people find
Plug in. Let me plug you right in. Because you can't get left cakeless, people. Go and get your cake up online, www.mulacake.com, or come down, check out our shop. It is in CR7 7HW, that is in Fulton Heath, Croydon, opposite the bus garage. Follow us on all social medias, MULA Cake Clothing, follow myself, MULA Motivation, and you're obviously following Vanessa already on our YouTube, but make sure you follow all her socials.
Thank you. And don't forget to like this video if you are very interested in these nice tracksuits, because I am really comfortable in this. I don't think I've ever been this comfortable in an interview before.
Oh, that's great to know.
This tracksuit feels really good.
Yeah.
So please like this video if you would like to be one of the people who might be wearing some of the snapbacks that we have at MULA Cake, or some of the cool tops we have at MULA Cake. And if you like those, then definitely like this video.
Please
and
do.
comment down below maybe like what sort of style of things you would like to see in clothing, because you never know. Dexter SIMMS right here might snatch your idea and make it happen into real life. So you never know.
You never know. I'll be looking out for the comments, alright?
So comment down below, because we will be sending the link to this video to Dexter, so you can obviously share it everywhere. So comment down below any other ideas that maybe you haven't seen in the clothing industry before that you would like to see in clothing. And don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel if you haven't done so yet, so you can join the Inspirators family here on YouTube. But without further ado, I will see you guys on my next video. Bye!